What happens with us? Hey, well, hi, this is the church lady coming at you live and in color. And I just want to come at you one moment, just to throw some out to you. What is happening in the relationship between the man and the woman when the man becomes unapologetic? Okay, work with me. Now I've seen many videos where men who say, they may even be white, and I'm not talking racist here. I'm just talking about they may be European. Let me put it to you like that. They may be Hispanic. They may be African American like myself. Okay. What I'm talking about is when men say, because I hear this, I'm unapologetically black or being or what I'm seeing. But in terms of relationship, that's what I'm looking for. When men become unapologetically
How you stopping?
in their relationship, responding to the women they say they love. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel that regardless of the situation, when a man is dealing with the woman he loves. Now, I'm not talking about dealing with women or women of the opposite sex, mother, his sister. I'm talking about when he is interacting with the woman that he say he loves, that it is his responsibility to always keep his self in check concerning his masculinity. Now let me try to take you where I'm trying to go with this right here. If a man is upset and the woman has made him upset, I'm talking about the woman he loves, has made him upset. She has done something that has angered him. In his anger, how do he respond to her? Do he respond to her in the same manner that he would someone he don't know who has trespassed against him, who has done something that he feel is not in his best interest and that is against who he is and what he stands for? Okay, now you're going to say, well, if it's his woman, why would she? No, come on, y'all, let's be real. I'm talking to grown folks here. If you're not grown, then you'll go there with all the rest of that other stuff because you're not living in reality. That's why the saying is a thin line between love and hate is real, is because all these emotions that exist inside of that bubble blur the lines. And the individual has to think which one he wants to captivate and to put in that position. Because some things hurt so good. Do you hear me? Now, it's the man's who feels as if there's been something done against him, and how do he relate or express himself in that? Because now we are dealing with the woman that he say he loves. It is my thoughts that, and this goes for the woman too, when you become angry with that person or upset with that person, you don't respond to them in the same way that you would someone who does not have meaning to you in that manner that you say that you love them. You wouldn't respond to them if a man, another man, another person, female or male, made you angry. But because this is the one that you love, how you respond to them is different. Right? It should be. Because there seems to me the matter of maturity, not immaturity, even though we know that that's the opposite. What I'm saying is that you don't have to be immature because you haven't matured to a certain level. Again, this is for the grown folks, okay? This is for the grown folks. Now, when the man has become angry and then he responds, I'm wondering, because I keep listening and hearing and seeing these different situations and these different interactions, whether it is movies, whether it is in real life, whether it is these real talk shows, or whether it is these what do you call these shows where people are on them and they're showing their relationships and how they go through and stuff like that. Okay, I'm just noticing, like these shows like The Bachelor and Dating on the Island, Finding Love, hip hop. I'm talking old, young, and in between. Okay. There's even this show, this girl on, this woman, excuse me, this woman on YouTube that have some like this dating show. We had that Kevin Samuels thing. So that's what I'm talking about. When men become unapologetically concerning the women that they say they love. This seems to be like, and I'm not going to say it's, the same old story, because it is not. The interactions that men and women have today are a different set of interactions that they had when my mother and father were young and coming up. And even the interactions they had then was a different set of interactions that they had. And I got to speak from my history, from where I'm at, because I don't know about other people's stuff, because, I don't know. I only know what I read. Okay. But since my grandmother was born in the 1800s, I have family stories and situations that I can rely on. So that's where I'm coming from. But the interactions were different from my grandmother's days. So these are not the same interactions. Okay? That's for those that's out there saying, well, it's the same age-old story. No, it's not. Our cultures are different. The way men and women respond to one another in all situations is different. Now, the foundations of who we are is the same, because we're both men and women, being with someone is the same. Men and women still go together, okay? But that ain't what I'm talking about. Again, this is for the grown folks. If you want to be on that level and things like that, this may not be the conversation for you, okay? May not be the conversation for you. You may not be able to relate to some of the things that I'm saying right now. But I continue to see these different conversations from these different people posting these thoughts and these things that's running through their minds. And it just has occurred to me, when men become unapologetically male towards the women that they say they love. And I just want to say, and I'm not speaking for all women, okay? We are so complicated, so beautifully complicated. That would never be because that would be putting us in a stumbling block And we already got enough stumbling stones that we trying to step over. This is just food for thought. It would behoove, that means give great thought. Men, if they would exercise more compassion in that area. Because when we utilize compassion as something to help us and make us grow, we then can hold on to it and it becomes a springboard. Because when you show compassion, you springboard yourself like a diving board. It causes you to go up. It causes you to elevate yourself into a place that you want to go. Because it's a purposeful act that will allow you to rest in the love that you have. I'm not talking about the love you say you have. I'm talking about the love that you have. A little more compassion, men. That's all I'm saying. Just show a little bit more compassion. That was just a little thought that I had this morning. Just wanted to come at you and just say that. Because that was on my mind. And now I'm done.